Shalom, Yasharallah. This is your brother Dawudah, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation, much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here lesson dealing with this here video that's going on right now, or these events that are taking place right now with all these protests going on around the world. All right, so I'm gonna read a couple of scriptures and then I'll follow it up with this here video. All right, so just starting out, this is the book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he?" All right, now I wanted to bring that there out because why? We know who is in control of this here earth. All right, Esau is in control of this here earth. All right, so going from there, we're gonna go to let me see, Isaiah chapter 24. No, let me go back. I think it's Proverbs 29. Yep, this is Proverbs 29, 1 and 2. It says, "He that being often reproved hardeneth his neck shall suddenly be destroyed and without remedy." You know, the Edomites have been told about, you know what I'm saying? They understand what's right and what's wrong. You see what I'm saying? But they will get it, but they're turning the things upside down, all right, has created this chaos around the globe, all right? Everything's all fucked up because of who's in control, all right? That's why I brought out Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. The wicked is in rulership, all right? Let me read verse 2. "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice," all right? Put that in your mind and your perspective. When the righteous man is ruling over the nations or ruling anywhere, let's bring it down smaller. When you have a so-called righteous boss or a good boss at the job, how do you think his employees are going to be treated? How do you think his employees are going to receive the boss? You know, they're like, "Oh, this is a good boss, good company to work for. Everything is cool. Everything, you know, all these things are cool," right? It says, continuing on, it says, "But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." All right. So just think about that again at the job. You working at this here job, but then you have all these wicked, this wicked boss and things like that. You know, how do you think the people are going to receive that? You know, you have a boss, you go into the job and your boss, let's say, you know, Jake, you going to work and you got a boss. "Hey, what's up, niggers?" And so on and so forth, and all these different things like that. You know, overworking you, underpaying you, treating you like shit. You know what I'm saying? All this and that. How do you think you're gonna feel, man? I hate this job, bro. I hate this boss, man. Because why? The person in rulership is wicked. You know, they doing wicked shit. So how much more the leader of a nation, man? When the leaders of the nations, let's just say, start raising taxes out the roof, man. How do you think the people gonna receive that? They're going to be upset, man. They're not going to like that. You know, they're going to wind up rebelling. All right. Or if you have a person that, you know, like in this case, you understand that really Esau's putting his puppets up everywhere around the damn globe, but then they just following after these elite agendas, which is pretty much enslaving the whole planet Earth. And the people are so upset about this. All right. Like the scriptures say, oppression make a wise man mad. All right. So you can get to a certain point to where you're oppressing the people so bad that what? The people wind up revolting and rebelling against the leadership. All right. Where, forgot who it was. This was back in time where, you know, what's her name? Believe Queen Isabella and King Ferdinand, if I'm not mistaken. Nevertheless, they was like, you know, they wound up with these people, right? These rulers wind up basically fleecing the whole people, taking everything from all the people. All they was milking them dry of everything, just like it's going on here in America, man. All right, on the radio this morning, I heard these people, they was doing a prank. And they was calling this lady about going to church. And it was like, "Yo, if you be late again, you know, we're going to charge you $15, right?" And she was going into, "I ain't got it. I ain't got it. This is that. If you know what I was going through, my baby daddies ain't shit. My car just broke down. I got to go do this and go do that. I ain't got $15 to go to church." You know what I'm saying? You'd be like, "Damn, you ain't got $15. You know what I'm saying? But that's how bad, you know, America is, right? This is what's going on because why? Our people, are not just our people, but the people here around the whole damn globe, they stretched so thin that they ain't got nothing else left. The only thing they got left now is just to lash back out. You done took everything from us, all right? So what? It says, verse 2 again, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn." All right? So going back to that story I was telling you about with the king and the queen, you know, things got so bad there. They was like, you know what? The people want, you know, you starving the people out. They need some food or whatever. You're like, man, let them eat cake. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, whatnot. Man, these people wind up rebelling and killing the leaders. You know, they're like, nah, fuck that. Y'all don't respect us. Y'all treat us like dogs. How you think the people gonna react? All right. Verse 2 again, it says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." All right. Now let me go over to the book of Isaiah chapter 24. This is Isaiah 24, starting at verse 1. It says, Behold, Yahweh maketh the earth empty, and maketh it waste, and turneth it upside down, and scatter abroad the inhabitants thereof. All right. So the Most High is basically about to, destroy this place, man. He's got to wipe the slate clean. All right. Why? Because everything is destroyed. All right. Verse 2. And he's going to do this as well with these the things we were about to read of. It says, and it shall be as with the people, so with the priest, as with the servant, so with the master, as with the maid, so with the mistress, as with the buyer, so the seller, as with the lender, so with the borrower, as with the taker of usury, so with the giver of usury to him. And the land shall be utterly emptied and utterly spoiled, for Yahweh have spoken this word. All right. And that's what's proclaimed for this here place. Not just this place, but the whole damn planet Earth, man. We need to have a global reset because of why? The Edomites are in rule. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. So when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. The whole earth is mourning because why? The Edomites are in rulership. All right. Verse 4, the earth mourneth and fadeth away. All right. That's where we at now. Not only is like the actual earth mourning, the plants and everything on the earth, the waters, the ecosystems, the animals, everything's all fucked up and it's all crying out and mourning and stuff like that. All right. It says the earth mourneth and fadeth away. The world languish and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. All right. Because why? After so long, the damn proud people be like, yo, man, we looking around. We actually see this not it, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not satisfied because why? They wanted to realize and they wanted to destroy their whole damn life. Fucking with Esau. You know what I'm saying? Buying the shit and drinking the Babylon juice that these Edomites is giving out. All right, continuing on, it says, verse 5. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof. All right, now who is ruling the earth? The wicked, the Edomites. All right, so it says the earth is defiled under the inhabitants thereof because they have transgressed the laws and changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant. All right, so what? Let me read the next verse. It says, therefore hath the curse devoured the earth. They that dwell therein are desolate. Therefore the inhabitants of the earth are burned and few men left. All right. The Lord has got to come and destroy this place and everything in it because why? Everything is defiled, especially here in America, man. Like I said, the earth, like the scripture said, the earth mourneth and fadeth away because why? You have Monsanto seeds growing all over the goddamn place here in America, man. All the fruits, the vegetables, all that shit is GMO'd out, tainted. The animals are all GMO'd and tainted. All the water supplies over here is all fucked up, man. The whole thing is over here is all broken down because why? The so-called the Edomites, all right, decided they want to change everything up, man. They want to sit here and move animals and insects to different places where they weren't native to, moving plants and stuff to where they're not native to, which destroys the ecosystems that they're around. All right, you want to start polluting the air, polluting the water. Look up in the sky. They got the so-called chemtrails, which they say they're going to do that to combat with global warming, to so-called blot out the sun a little bit. But what? Now you got less sunlight coming down here, feeding the plants and all these things like that, which is giving us oxygen, purifying and cleaning the air. Not only that, you poisoning the air, which is going to rain down on the earth, poisoning the people and also the water supply. So everything is defiled and it's all got to be burnt up because of why? The person that's controlling the whole earth, all right? Not just that, you done defiled everybody in their minds. These people are so mad now that they all like, look, bro, we can't take this no more, bro. We don't got no more money to squeeze up out of us. You keep raising taxes. You keep tainting the water supply, tainting the food supply, tainting everything, bro. It's getting super expensive just to survive on the planet Earth, man. This is why you're starting to see all these protests going around throughout the whole earth, man. All right. Let me grab my next precept. Let me grab this in Isaiah 14 real quick. Isaiah 14, damn, I keep hitting Ezekiel. This is Isaiah 14 and 16. It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee saying. Now this is talking about Esau, who is the devil, all right? It says, they that see thee shall narrowly look upon thee and consider thee saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble, that did shake the nations, that made the world a wilderness and destroyed the cities thereof, that opened not the house of his prisoners? All right, because why? Looking at this damn devil, he destroyed the whole planet Earth, man. All right, not just the planet Earth, but all the people thereof in it. All right, they destroyed all the damn cities, man. Destroyed everything, destroyed all the different systems in the earth, like the ecosystems and things like that, man. This is the same person who did all this stuff. Now everybody's looking at like, yo, how they talking about the anti-Semitism or whatever, whatnot, because people be talking about the elite Jewish bankers and whatever, whatnot. But hey, I mean, if they want to call them, they're not really called Jewish people, or Jews, they're Amalekites, all right, which they're the grandson of Edom. They still Edomites. All right, now the whole world, how do I say, carnally, they just, the people who don't know, there's nothing to know all, they be like, oh, these Jewish people, the Jewish bankers and this and that. They mourning because of the wicked is in rulership, man. This is what's going on. You sucking everybody dry of all the resources and all of, how do you say, they sweat equity where they all tapped out. So now you're starting to see the uprising of all these people, all right? Let me go from there to the book of Luke. Actually, let me start up a little bit. This is Luke 21:7. It says, and they shall ask him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be, and what sign will there be when these things come to pass? Matter of fact, let me read. This is the same thing that's spoken about in Matthew 24, which, you can clearly see what the question is being asked in verse 3. Matthew 24:3 says, and as he sat upon the Mount of Olives, the disciples came unto him privately, saying, tell us, what shall these things be, and what shall be the sign of thy coming and the end of the world? So show us the signs of the end of the world. Show us when the end of these things are coming to pass, all right? So now let me go back over to the book of Luke. Slot. It's 21 and 25. It says, and these shall be the signs in the sun, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. All right. Which, again, this is pretty much the same thing that we're reading in Matthew 24. They just worded it a little different here. All right. It says, and upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity. All right. So when somebody's perplexed, they like, how do I say, super confused about what the hell is going on, more or less to say, oh, let me see what their definition of it is. It's like, damn, how the hell did this happen? What the hell is going on here? All right. It says, it says the state of one who is in perplexity. Did they give you a definition for perplexity? Let me look. That was it. But nevertheless, more or less going in, when somebody's perplexed, right? It's more or less saying like, they puzzled. I don't know how the fuck this happened. How did this happen? How did this go on? I did everything I was supposed to do right, but this happened. They all perplexed. So now you have, I'll read it again. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations. All right. So all the different nations are distressed. They all stressed out with all kind of different calamities going on. All right. It says the sea. Oh, Salat. And upon the earth distress of nations with perplexity. These people are all perplexed at the things that's going on. They're like, look, man, I've been making more and more of my job over and over and over. But, or put it this way, the cost of living is going up more and more and more, but I'm not making as much money as I was beforehand. Or on your job, you actually might be making more money, but the cost of living is so much more higher than with your increase of your pay wage, So what? These people are trying to figure out how the hell we going to make it? How we going to do this? How we going to do that? Going back into the time, when I was younger, the father, you could have a mother, father, and some kids, right? The father is only going to work at one job, 8 hours a day. The wife don't got to work. They got a 2-car garage, big ass fence, big ass yard, white picket fence. Go to vacation once or twice a year. They got 2 cars in the garage, whatever, whatnot. The kids go to college. They got everything going on from the husband's one income. Nowadays, you have the husband, the wife, and the kids all working, living in the goddamn 3-bedroom apartment. Having to share some stuff and make things meet. You know what I'm saying? They got to stretch out their dollar a little further than what they got going on. They got to sit here and make a way. Like I was telling you about the lady they was pulling a prank on. And her rebuttal. Before she found out she was getting pranked, she's like, you don't know what I got to go through. I work 3 jobs. The only day I get off is Sunday, and I come into church, and y'all mad because I come in late. I got to catch 2 or 3 buses just to get to church. You know what I'm saying? Hey, man, people get upset, man. When the wicked are in rulership, the people mourn. Because why? People all tapped out, man. Now you got to work 3, 4 different jobs, you know what I'm saying, just to make ends meet, man. And you're not even living nice, you know what I'm saying? You live it, like I said, back in the days, one man could provide for his whole family working 8 hours a day at one job, man. All right, but just imagine that same one man, if he had 2 and 3 jobs, hell, they'd probably be damn near rich. Nowadays, but you working 2 and 3 jobs, and you both parents working 2 or 3 jobs, the kids is putting some money in the house, it's still not enough, man. All right, so this is what's having all these people in uproars. All right, so it says, go back to verse 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon, and in the stars, and upon the earth distress of nations, were perplexity, and the sea, Salak, and the sea and the waves roaring. All right, this is what's going on. You have the talking about the sea of people, and the waves of these people coming in out there protesting. They all roaring, they all protesting. All right, this is the things that's going on. All these people are protesting because why? The wicked are in rulership. All right, the people are mourning. All right, when the wicked bears rule, the people mourn. All right, and this is what you have going on right now. All right, so I'm gonna play this here video. Salak, I'm gonna play this here video, and it's a little bit lengthy of a video, but I'm gonna just let it ride out for the rest of the time. All right. And this is on RT. It says protests erupting worldwide. What does it mean? All right. Hey, we just broke down what it means. All right. We at the end of this thing, man. Because why? Hey, when the people, they didn't. Hey, let me grab one more precept, man. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. And we read that in Isaiah 14, where they say, "Is this the man?" Everybody is realizing what's going on, man. The 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 3. "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first," which goes into, us as Israelites. All right. We now know we're all being raised up now knowing that we're Israelites. But before this, we didn't know we was Israelites. We had fell from our heritage and our customs and who we were. All right. So they had that falling away first, like when they was writing this and the time when Yahushua was on the scene, they knew there was Israelites. All right. But from that time all the way up to this time, we had to fell away from that. All right. We had to be brought back up. But continuing on, it says, "And that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition." All right. Now the man of sin is being revealed unto the world. All right. Who the damn devil is. All right. Now here's some characteristics of this damn devil. It says, "Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God." All right. So what? This is the time and the place that we at now. All right. Homeboy, the son of perdition, is being revealed unto the nations. Now they saying, "Is this the man? Is this the damn devil? We've been trusting in your ass the whole damn time. We thought you was God. But now your ass come to find out you the damn devil, man." Verse 5. "Remember ye not that when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he might be revealed in his time. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed." All right. Now the devil is being revealed, who the devil is now. All right. "Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth." The scriptures say the Lord won't do anything unless he reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets. All right. Now the prophets are out on the highways and byways exposing, and on these internet videos exposing who the damn devil is. This is how he's being, it says, and verse 8, "And then shall that wicked be revealed." All right. This is how he's being revealed. All right. "Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs of lying wonders, with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved." All right. And so now it's being revealed unto the whole world who the damn devil is. All right. Let me read verse 11. "For this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie." All right. "That they might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness." So ultimately, like, everything's being revealed right now about all these different things going into this video we're about to watch. You've seen all these protests erupting because something ain't right. But see, you have 2/3 of our people going to keep cleaving unto the damn devil. All right, so the Most High going to give them over to this delusion. All right, bitch, everything is fine. But when your ass wind up dying, falling after this motherfucker right here, then you going to know. Then you going to have to learn after death by pain, man. Because wow, the Lord is exposing all this to you right now, but you don't want to take heed to it. You don't understand what's going on. We don't watch the news. There's nothing but negativity on it. We always see problems. But this is showing you the signs of the end when the Lord is about to come, man. You can see all these signs going on around. These are all the signs the Lord said was going to happen before the time of the end. All right. Let me jump into this here video real quick and we can close out after that. Again, this here article is on RT, or this video is on RT. It says protests erupting worldwide. What does it mean? All right.
Now, this week, there seems to be an abundance almost of protests and resistance around the globe. Why is it happening? And why is it getting, of course, so little attention? Because most people don't cover the news, at least not international news. Here, let me take you through some of these. Kazakhstan. A new president was recently elected, and this is how the people there reacted. Watch. Mr. Tokayev won the election with 71% of the vote. Look at what happened on the streets. People seem to think he's too closely aligned to the ex-president, Nazarbayev. He was there for some 30 years, by the way. 500 protesters were arrested. All right, next, let's go to Hong Kong. Put it up. This one was really nuts. I mean, look at this. More than 1 million people take to the streets to protest an extradition law that allows China now to take Hong Kong citizens to face trial in the mainland. Not fair, say the people of Hong Kong, who feel like the days of China ruling over Hong Kong have long passed. And now let's do this. Let's go over to Albania. Can you believe this? I mean, all of this going on since Friday. These protests are because their elections were canceled. The president of the country recently stopped the election. That hardly ever is going to go over well. He said he had to do it to ease the political tensions. Thousands of Albanians took to the streets, some tossing Molotov cocktails at the police. And now, from Albania to Moldova. The protest here seems, milder, maybe more peaceful nonetheless. Look at the number of people that take to the streets here. They were called after the pro-Russian president was stripped of his duties. Protesters have taken to the streets, but officially they say it could have been much worse. Still, authorities fear that violence could get worse, and in what is one of Europe's poorest countries. Now, finally, let's take you, staying in this hemisphere, to Venezuela. President Maduro has reopened the border to Colombia. Thousands of people immediately, it's like they knew it was kind of come or something. Suddenly thousands of people started crossing the bridge. They're going over there to buy food, medicine, and other household items. Police tried to organize it as best they could so they can get through. Violence has not occurred, but the situation obviously remains tense as U.S.-backed President Juan Guaido continues his claim, I should say, as the president of Venezuela. I know, it's confusing. Sounds like a perfect segment, doesn't it? All this going on in the world for John Jordan, who is, among many other things, as you know, a member of the Hoover Institution. All right. So, John, why don't we do this? Let's start with Kazakhstan, because I think a lot of people don't realize the size and the import of that particular country, both dimensionally and in terms of some very important geopolitics. Take it away.
All right, I'm just going to play about that much of the video. Like I said, you can go on RT to watch the whole video. I'll show you the place again. It says, protests erupting worldwide. What does it mean by RT? All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out and say, Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing his truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say stay strong and shalom.